Peyton Barber. Working on SB252.
Doing today. Welcome to SB252. Please make sure you like this video, share, and subscribe. Also, hit that notification button to make sure you're notified every time I post a new video. So, wow. I mean, what a crazy week in football. I mean, first of all, where do I start? Do I start with a 61-yard field goal for the Philadelphia Eagles to win the game, to beat the Giants, to send them to 0-3? Or do I talk about the Lions in Motortown and the epic controversial finish? Or do I talk about how Tom Brady won the game again against the Texans for the Patriots? Where do I start? Wow, it was crazy. Or do I talk about Cincinnati Bengals against the Green Bay Packers and how the Green Bay Packers, Aaron Rodgers did it again and he was able to win in overtime? But let's just start with Philadelphia and the New York Giants. The New York Giants in this game were awful through the first three quarters. I mean, listen, the Philadelphia Eagles were up 7-0. It was either 7-0 or 14-0, and they were at the 50-yard line. They had, on 4th and 8, they had an opportunity to put this game away, but instead, for whatever reason, the head coach decided to go for it. I believe it was like in the second quarter, and he went for it. He didn't get it. The Giants drove all the way down the field, but they couldn't convert on the touchdown. That could have opened the game wide open. So the Giants had opportunities to make this a game, but they didn't choose to make it a game until the fourth quarter. And boy, did they make it a game by scoring 24 fourth quarter points to tie the game. But with just a few seconds left on the clock, Philadelphia had a chance to salvage their lead and to not blow this game up, because they really should have won this game earlier. And they had attempted a 61-yard field goal. Odell Beckham Jr. was back there in case a kick was short. I was nervous. I didn't know if it was the best decision. But this guy, his name is Elliott, the kicker, a rookie, came out there and nailed a 61-yarder just like Justin Tucker did in Motortown a few years ago in 2013 to win a game for the Ravens. And he kicked it, and it was good. I mean, what an epic finish. That was amazing. Congratulations to him. Congratulations to the Eagles. Giants are 0-3. They just can't get it together. They finally got it together in the fourth quarter, but that's too late. Their season's over. They're done. I mean, some people thought they would win the East. I'm one of those people. I thought they were Super Bowl contenders, but I guess they're not. I guess they're not. But a team that is a Super Bowl contender is the Atlanta Falcons. I have them in the Super Bowl this year, so they're flying high. And they had a lead, a 10-point lead, and I was concerned they were about to lose it. They lucked up at the end of that game. I mean, there was controversy at the end of that. Golden Tate with a few seconds left. It just felt like that game wouldn't end, but Golden Tate with a few seconds left caught the ball, and originally they called it a touchdown, and that was going to be the ball game. That was going to be it. But then the referees went under the hood and revealed that the game-winning touchdown that Golden Tate had was no good, and they called it back. And somehow they had a controversial runoff, and supposedly that goes in the rule book, and they ran the rest of the time off, which was like 8 seconds, and that was the end of the ball game. So the Lions, I mean, Matthew Stafford usually has a lot of game-winning comebacks, and he almost did it again. So, I mean, I know I've been harsh of Matthew Stafford on this channel. I know I said before he didn't deserve the money, but I got to give him a little bit of credit this time. He played well, and he really ultimately came back and won that game for the Lions. Lions, they really should have won that game. I'm really sorry the Lions lost, but I'm actually happy that the Falcons won. I was holding my breath because I picked the Falcons to win the game, and Matthew Stafford almost came back and won again, but he didn't. Lions didn't win. So, what a crazy 1 o'clock slot in football. I mean, those two games alone would be enough. But on top of that, we could talk about the Pittsburgh Steelers who lost in overtime. I mean, the Chicago Bears had gotten the touchdown, ran a touchdown, an amazing touchdown, on the first possession of overtime, but then they called that back. Chicago Bears, they got the victory. I was happy they won, but my Ravens, we look bad. We went to London. We weren't ready. No excuses. You can't blame it on the flight. Teams have done it before. 44-0 at one point. It was bad, but we have the opportunity to win the division. Not win the division, but we have the opportunity to get first place in the division next week, so it's not over. We still can do it. So, crazy week in the NFL. The whole AFC North went 0-4 because the Cincinnati Bengals lost. They had an opportunity to win. They surprised a lot of people in Green Bay after doing terrible on offense. Joe Mixon finally got involved, and the Bengals could have won. Aaron Rodgers, they left him time, and he won the game. won the game in overtime. What do you expect? So, crazy week in the NFL. I enjoyed football. Let me know in the comments below how you felt about this week in NFL. I appreciate you guys coming through. You guys have a great day. And peace.